Hey, we're going to be baking and talking. Hope you guys can hear me. Okay. So we're baking and chatting. Let me know if you can hear me. Here and here. Tap the screen, smash that like button, smash the subscribe button on YouTube. We're live. And over here on the TikTok, make sure you're tapping the screen because we're going to be cooking some things and chatting about some things. So, how much oil is that? 3/4 cups. We're going to need a little more. Okay, so thank you for coming to LRGA Curves. Make sure you guys are ready to have a nice chat. So today we're gonna make a chocolate chip zucchini cake. Yeah, it's gonna have zucchini in it. And I think that's why it doesn't need eggs. Yes. But we're gonna make it happen. Oh, I'm missing one thing. The milk. The milk. I'm missing one thing. I have everything else out. Ooh, do I have enough? I need 1.5 cups of milk. I think I have just enough of this organic milk. But if not, then I am pulling out some whipping cream too. That'll just make it nice and rich. So for this recipe, you guys are gonna need zucchinis. We're gonna grate this right now. You guys are gonna need 3 cups of flour, 1 cup of sugar. Can you even see the sugar? Right there. It should be more like that. 1 cup of sugar, 1 cup of cocoa, but we're gonna put in this wonderful black cocoa. It's gonna give it this really deep richness. You need a pack of chocolate chips, almost a whole pack, about 270 grams. This is 326 grams, so we won't be using this whole pack. That will really please my youngest son. We do need oil, but I grew up with freaking what was her name? Julia Childs. And everything had butter because butter makes it better. Okay? And I believe that too. Don't be messing with no margarine. Margarine, did you guys know that margarine was originally designed to fatten up turkeys so that they could feed to it? And then the turkeys didn't like that shit. So they dyed it yellow and called it margarine and said it was almost butter. Don't use margarine, use real butter. Okay? Sometimes I make my own if I get my organic cream and churn it. We do need a cup and a half of milk, 3/4 cup of Earl, as much vanilla as you like. The lady said 1 teaspoon. No, she said 2 teaspoons. So I'm going to do 2 tablespoons. I love vanilla. And, then we need a little baking powder. Ooh, I hope I have enough because your girl be baking. I be baking and baking. Okay? And of course, I'm going to put a little vanilla paste in there too. That'll really take it up a notch. And the star of the show is the zucchini, people. That's the star of the show. So this is going to be like a healthy thing. Go ahead and tap the screen. You guys can give me some gifts over here. You guys can support the channel over here. The Cash App, if my mods come through, the Cash App is at LRGA Curves, $ LRGA Curves. Okay, so first thing we're going to do is grate. Here, let me put this to the side because we're not there yet. I've shown you my ingredients. I could make a little area for you guys to see exactly what it is that I'm doing. So I have my trusty recipe here. The oven's already preheated to 350. You can hear me okay, right? So I'm just taking this cucumber, this zucchini, and I peeled it because I was thinking about pesticides and stuff, and then I saw this horrible video, you guys, one time where there was this crazy man who ended up getting arrested because he would go in supermarkets, he would go to antique stores, and he would go to like just various places, and he had a thing. Yeah. So anyway, he would do things with things shaped certain ways. And so like I always peel the skin now. Because they ended up checking the security footage and seeing what the guy was doing. Anyway, so we're grating this zucchini that I've already peeled, and we're just grating it on the big side because that's all it needs. So I wanted to talk to you guys today about a couple of things. It is the 8/8 portal for Lionsgate manifestation peak day. Many of you may or may not know that 8 is a wonderful number in numerology because of its ultimate balance. And so I grated the whole zucchini, and now I'm gonna put that in our zucchini cup over here. And this is gonna be a little more than 2 cups packed. See? Yeah, it's up to 3 cups, but it'll just make it even better. So that's all I really needed these 2 items for. So I'll be moving them out of my way. How are you guys today? Okay, so for this portal, I would like to welcome beautiful souls to this magical 8/8 Lionsgate portal today. Okay? This cosmic energy is supercharged, you guys. Supercharged, okay? Now, I don't like the way that looks. It's supercharged. There. That's better. I don't want you guys to mistake me for Elon Musk. It's supercharged. Okay. And it's a rare opening for manifestation, alignment, and for quantum leaps, if you guys are into those types of knowings. But here's the thing, manifestation without a strategy, what is manifestation, you guys? Wishes and dreams. Keep hope alive for a reason. Because without a strategy and a plan, it's just going to be a hope and a dream. Okay? So today, this portal of 8/8 is the perfect time to do some excellent manifesting and aligning. Okay? Here's the thing. Manifesting without the strategy is just a wish. And wishes do come true. You can wish things into existence, but, we'll see. So we're going to put the 3 cups of flour in here and continue to talk about manifesting. We're going to fuse spiritual alignment and wealth building formulas today. And then we're also going to talk Real Housewives of Miami, 1 cup of flour. And we're also going to talk the seating chart for Real Housewives of Miami. And we're going to be talking about NicOlandria from Love Island, USA. The people that should have won, but, racism. So that's 3 cups of flour. And so now we can put that over there. And now I need 2 teaspoons of baking powder, you guys. So yeah, today we're gonna merge these things because it's my shtick. I love manifestations and I love supercharged portals rituals. So, and I do finance. I am licensed in California and several other states as a financial person where I am able to talk to you guys about some things. So, okay. And this says 2 teaspoons. Oh, just at one. Let's see. Let's get this over here. Get it all to the front. Get that all in here. There. Refrigerator. Let me know to get some more baking powder next time I go to the store. So that's all we have. So that's all that's getting in there right now, you guys. So between when you're going to do your flour stuff, you always need to whisk it. This is a 1 bowl expedition, by the way, you guys. This is going to be a 1 bowl situation. We just put our flour in here. This is one of those nice seasonal. See, it did used to say 'tis the season. Now it says 'tis the CISO. 'Tis the CISO. Okay. And it is still the CISO. So I'm just whisking that together. And let me check this stuff off because I'm forgetting things, you guys. So we did the flour. We did the baking soda. Oh, you know what I forgot? The brown sugar. I forgot the brown sugar from us, you guys. Let me grab this brown sugar. This brown sugar. Hope this isn't right there. So when we fuse this manifestation and spiritual alignment with a wealth building formula that Albert Einstein, you guys, you know, he thought he was pretty smart, and so did a lot of other people. Okay, Albert Einstein called it the 8th wonder of the world, and it's called compound interest. Okay, tonight I'm going to show you how to take the energy you're aligning with today in this 8-8 portal and look into real life money strategies that can grow your wealth automatically over time if within this 8-8 portal abundance is part of your shtick. Okay, so the first thing is understanding the power of, do I need this even bigger? Wait a second. See if I can get that right there. There. Okay. Because glasses are good for here, but over there it's like, woo! And I could put it closer, I guess. Can you guys see me here? Yeah. Okay. So I got the flour. I got that. Now we're going to do a cup of sugar. And the Lionsgate portal is about expansion. Okay? Expansion, abundance, courage. 1 cup of sugar. Whisk. Whisk, incorporate. 1 cup of brown sugar. The alignment with your highest vision of your life and what you want for yourself. That's what this portal is great for, you guys. Because 8, if you put it on its side, I used to always say my favorite number was 3 because it was half of 8, but nobody got what I was saying. Because 8 is also infinity on its side, right? So, and I love infinity for a number. Why just pick a favorite number? Just pick the sign infinity. I used to try to be cheeky. So anyway, your highest vision. 8 is an infinity symbol, upright, representing flow, balance, and limitless possibility. I'm getting all this brown sugar in this cup, and then I'm going to pack it. Most people, you're supposed to pack your brown sugar because it can be so much air breaking it up. So it wasn't a true cup, you know? So press it down. Press down and run it over. Like your alignment with wealth and abundance. Okay? So this is a perfect day to set an intention that grows exponentially. Okay? Not just spiritually, but financially. So let's talk about infinite energy and take a look at infinite energy of the number 8. Okay, you guys? And combine that with the financial magic of the 8th wonder of the world. Ta-da! Look, I brought it all back to center. Okay, so again, we're whisking. So this is flour, sugar, baking soda so far. And then if you take the infinite energy of the number 8 and combine it with the financial magic of the eighth wonder of the world that Albert Einstein was talking about, the power of compound interest, then you get the eighth wonder of the world, compound interest. So what is compound interest, you guys? Somebody put it in the chat. Do you know what it is? Anybody know what it is? Let me see something. Anybody know what it is? Thanks for coming through. Smash that like button over here. Smash the subscribe button. And then over here in the tic tac. Oh, look, I have 136 hearts already. Thank you. Thank you. So yeah, we're making this cake. Can you guys hear me okay? I hope you can. So this is compound interest, a quick, simple definition. Compound interest is your money making money. Without you being there, without you doing anything, without you overseeing it, without you checking on it. It's literally that dream of just your time making money. That's compound interest. Okay? And the way that money is making more money is doing it over and over and over again. So it's compounding on the money that it made you without you doing anything except for picking the right strategy and the right structure, okay? And putting it towards a financial solution that you can use to do a lot of different things. So now we're going to add a cup of cocoa powder. So like I said, I wanted to use this dark black cocoa powder, super dark Dutch processed cocoa for intense dark color and unsweetened chocolate highlights or as an accent with other cocos. 10 to 12% cocoa fat. And so it's black cocoa, you guys. And it smells so freaking good. So we're going to get us a half cup of this, or however much comes out. That's about this. Let me see, is it much different? It smells really good. Oh yeah, that's totally different. So we have Hershey's all the time, right? And so the Hershey's is this color. Can you see that? I have my light here. Can you see that color that Hershey's is? You see how it's kind of like milk chocolate? Can you see that? So, but the this one, look at that. Look at the difference. Wow. Right? Look at that. Look at that. So, I wish you could smell this. Okay. So, I'm going to put this cup in here. And there are cocoa balls in here. And put that in there. And give that a nice mix. Okay. Oh, now it's starting to be chocolate cake mix. Okay. So now we add in the chocolate chips and then the zucchini. So we're going to open these chocolate chips and continue to talk about compound interest and how your money makes money. So basically compound interest, let's say you invest $500 a month, okay? And that's at 8%. Over 20 years, you'll have $295,000 just from 8% and $500 a month, okay? Because it compounded the interest and it grew on itself. And if you take that same $500 a month and let's say you're a grandparent and you want to put away $500 a month towards your kid's college funding, you might have a 529B to do that right now. But there are better ways to do it because if your kid decides to not go to college, then you can't get that money back without a huge tax thing. And you should talk to a tax expert about that. I'm saying what I'm saying. These milk chocolate chips are good. Okay, that's almost the pack. And then I'm going to give this a stir too. See? I can show you guys. Okay. I wish you could smell it. It smells so chocolatey already. Shouldn't see any white flour streaks if you have it all mixed up right. So now I'm going to take I think it's the zucchini. Let's just get the zucchini in there. And mix that around. And you guys might be thinking, zucchini, why? You'll see why. You will see why. Wow. Right now it's chocolate covered zucchini. And it already tastes delicious. Oh my God. Okay. So now 1.5 cups of milk. And the vanilla paste. To make sure it all gets in there. I'm gonna put it in here first. So I did a teaspoon of vanilla paste. And a tablespoon. No, that's a teaspoon. And I'm gonna still do a teaspoon of vanilla. Yeah, I like it that much. And then we're gonna do 1.5 cups. Get all that vanilla out of there. Okay. So this is 1.5 cups. Exactly. And our oil. I have this butter. It's 1/2 cup. And what is 1/2 cup, you guys? 2/4, right? And I need 3/4 of oil, so I'm gonna need another 1/4 of RHOM. So I'm just going to use this oil for that. And I'm not going to grease my baking sheet. I'm not going to grease the baking sheet. And I'm using this dish to put everything in. Okay. So we have everything in here that we need while we talk about compound interest some more. Okay. So the earlier you start with your compound interest, the better. So let's say you are a grandparent or a parent even, and you're starting a little late in life. You might not necessarily have a 401k or something for your, a college fund or anything. And there is a way for you to access compound interest as a regular schmegler person, you guys. A regular schmegler person. You don't have to work on Wall Street. You don't have to have a fancy job. You can access it if you qualify. Yet the qualification parameters don't have much to do with what usually would hold a person back, And there's a spiritual analogy here, okay? So even Bible verses and all religions talk about storing up for rainy days. And it's like planting a seed in fertile energy of today and watching it multiply into a lush forest over the years. And like your faith is that seed, and the strategy is the soil, you guys. Now, wealth manifestation formulas is the plan, okay? So we can call it magic, but even magic needs a spell and the ingredients and the timing and all of that stuff for it to be, oh my God. So there's no eggs in this cake, you guys. Okay. So now I'm gonna get this big old pan. Oh, this just reminded me of Damascus. Gross. There's this new series on Tubi, you guys, called Damascus. It's so good. We should review it. It's kind of like Black Mirror with all Black people in it, and about alternate realities and being jacked in and getting caught up in the system in a virtual reality, and you're just like glitching through scenarios and you're locked out of your real life. Okay. So, and then we're going to bake this for 45 minutes on 350, you guys. Hmm. Okay. 45 minutes, 350. And it's, ooh, perfect timing. We're going to take this out at 5 o'clock. We're going to take that out at 5 o'clock. Okay. In the meantime, we're going to continue to talk about all the stuff while we bake and chat. I think I'll leave this bowl over here for a minute. We'll take this other stuff away. There's stuff I didn't use. Whisk on. Okay. So that's cooking. Be done at 5. I think it's going to be okay. Now, I made the condensed milk cake yesterday, or day before yesterday, and that was not okay. I must have did something wrong to the egg. It said beat the eggs for a minute, and I was like, oh, I think it just became 41 right now. Anyway, guys. So let's finish talking about this. So you have to set your intention. Here's the formula for you guys to utilize the magic of compound interest on today's Lion Gate portal. Okay? What you're going to do is you're going to set an intention. This is step 1. Let me see how many steps did I have. This is only 4 steps. Okay? Step 1, get crystal clear in your intention. I am building this much money in wealth by this date. So I want $50,000 of excess income after all my bills are paid by October 31st, 2025. So that's a clear intention. And align it with a why. Okay? So my why is generational wealth. My why is financial freedom. My why is legacies. Okay? My why is to start getting this retirement together. Okay? So crystal clear. I am building $50,000 in wealth after my bills are paid. So that means I got more than $50,000. So, okay, let's just make it, the universe knows. So I want $50,000 surplus. Okay? In wealth by October 31st, 2025. Why? So that I can have generational wealth, financial freedom, and create a legacy for my family and start my retirement stuff. Okay? Step 2. You hope you guys are writing this down. This is magic. This is a magical portal. Come on. Okay? So step 2 is the vehicle. How are you going to do it? How do you think you can make $50,000? And I don't know that it's going to be here on the TikTok or on the YouTube because they'd be suppressing hella shit when it comes to a lot of people. So how are you going to do it? Okay? Are you going to be one of the exceptions? Which I'm one of the exceptions. A lot of stuff does work out in my favor. Yeah, a lot of stuff does take a lot of time, but there are a lot of vehicles that can get us to $50,000. It's August, September, October. So it's like in 3 months. There's a lot of things that can happen in 3 months to get you $50,000 by October 31st, 2025. Choose a vehicle for your compound interest. That's how. Okay? Get a high growth investment account. An S&P 500 index is the word you're looking for. You need an index account. Index and compound interest are friends. Okay? So you're going to need an index account. Okay? Fund. An IUL is an index universal life insurance. Okay? The word is index. Or a Roth IRA. Okay? There are different types of vehicles that schmeglers can use. Regular schmeglers. I'm schmegler, you're schmegler, yet I'm an exception. So there's things that we can do to get us to the intention that we set for ourselves if we know and realize that, hey, there's a lot of things out here that are for our benefit that we can do. So this stuff is over here now. Actually, let me put this milk away. It's kind of hot in my house. I have the AC on, and then people came home, and I feel like they might have turned it off, but yeah, or the oven is taking over. Maybe it's just the oven. I could turn this other little fan on over here, but I didn't want the sound. Let me see. You guys tell me if you hear this fan. I'm gonna be running hot. Hot time in the city. So are you guys writing down your intention? What's your intention? How are you gonna get there? What's the plan? What's the vehicle? Right? What's the vehicle? What's your vehicle gonna be? Put it in the chat. What's your intention gonna be? You're building how much in wealth by what date? Put it down there. Be crazy. The crazier the better. The universe doesn't give a fuck about being restricted on your dreams. The universe loves crazy people. In the right kind of crazy, not shank, stab, stab crazy. Like positive, imagining wild things with your tiny human mind. The universe rewards that kind of stuff, okay? So you're going to choose a vehicle. You're going to look for a high investment account with an index tied to it, something that's going to guarantee a certain amount in returns with zero possibility of losing your dithers. Okay, so like let's say you put your money into a traditional like just straight S&P. Let's say you just invest in stock market and just put your money over there, like through some, like maybe Robinhood. This isn't saying anything against an account like that. It's just an example. So let's say you put your money in something like that, in like a Robinhood account, right? And when the stock goes up, when Nvidia goes up, and you bought your share for $64 IPO, $118 IPO, and now it's these years later, and it was like $270 at one point. So your Robinhood account would have showed a $270 increase in your stocks, right? But then when Nvidia took a hit recently and it went down to like 146, 173, then you lost the difference between that 200 and now new threshold of 100. So if you checked your Robinhood account the other day, you had 20,000, and then the day that happened, you have 14,000, 16,000, because it wasn't indexed. There was the floor was the same as the floor for Nvidia. That was your floor. But in an indexed account, if you find the right one and structure it the right way, then what you're able to do is put that money there, and it's based off the performance of the S&P. So when the video goes way up to 273, then your account reflects that. But when the video dropped, your account, because it's indexed, it's locked in, and you don't lose what NVIDIA just lost. And that's only in an indexed account, okay? But you have to find the right one. And they're all over. There are so many hybrid products now that are not your old school. Like, so if you heard 10 years ago even about an IUL, an Index Universal Life product, and you heard about it 10 years ago, that's not the same as what it is today. They have these new hybrids with living benefits in it. So if you had a stroke or a heart attack or became bedridden and needed in-home care, then you would be able to use the death benefit attached to that IUL, okay, to live off of, up to 90%. So let's say you had a $500,000 life insurance policy with your IUL. I know this might be a lot of words to you, but it's just examples, okay? So you have a $500,000 life insurance policy. Your cash in that account is accumulating much quicker than a traditional like whole life account. The people call you and they're like, oh, we offer you whole life insurance and you get 4% after about 3 years. You'll start seeing your little nest egg. By the time you're 65, you'll have a whole $25,000, because it was only 4%. But you could take that same vehicle of life insurance with an index universal part on there. And now you have your whole life insurance policy on steroids because of the guaranteed 4% over there. Now you have a guaranteed 6, 7, 8, 12%. Sometimes it depends on how much you want to pay in fees, because there are fees, just like there are fees for your 401k. Try to get your money out your 401k today. Call me, tell me how much it costs you, because there's fees. So there's fees for it all. So don't let that fool you either. Because people are always like, oh, it costs so much. Yeah, it costs way more. It costs way more to not be able to access your money when you want it without getting taxed. It costs way more. Okay? So anyway, let's talk about more about the vehicle. So you're going to make sure it has a growth investment strategy on the vehicle, and you're going to make sure that strategy includes compound interest. Number 3 is commitment. So we have your intention, we have your vehicle, and now we have your commitment. Okay? Because none of this is tomorrow. I mean, I'm feeling like I could get to my 50,000 by October, because when you help educate people on this type of thing, then become a business partner, then you're able to educate other people, and that education gets you marketing dollars from the various solutions you market to people. Bam! So you can get $50,000 in a month in a pay cycle in this business, okay? Because it's financial industry. But the commitment. So you say you want X number of dollars by this day. You say why you want it. You choose a vehicle, and now your commitment to that vehicle is how much gas money are you willing to spend in your vehicle a month? Okay? How far you want it to go? How much are you willing to put in your vehicle a month? Are you trying to stay local? So you're starting off with maybe $100 a month in an IUL product they call it the $1 million baby. Okay? You put $100 away in a IUL for a young person, a baby, which you can do as a parent, as long as you have the equal amount of insurance at the time, so they know that you're not trying to do nothing wacky. And then you're gonna, does it smell good already, Daddy? And then you're gonna put that $100 away from the time the baby's 0 to the time the baby's 15. And you can do the same thing. People are doing it right now in accounts called a 529. And it's supposed to be a college fund that grandparents usually get on behalf of the grandkids. But if the kid doesn't go to college, even if something horrible happens and the kid can't go to college, you can't get that money back without getting taxed. Isn't that horrible? But if you have it under your control in these indexed accounts, it's your money under your control that you can access when you want to. So let's say you're going to commit to $500 in gas a month for your vehicle. And once you see the benefits of this vehicle, then you're like, oh, I want to increase that 500 to 1,000. I'm going to start small. And when I see it do what you say it's going to do, I want to be able to put in more, because the more money you put in at first, the longer it's compounding on. So, yeah. Hey, I decided I wanted to take, if you get a tax refund, I decided I wanted to take my tax refund and go ahead and put the whole thing in there. You could do that. And that could help you, what I like to call front load your index account, because the more you put into compound, the sooner, the better it is ultimately, right? Okay. And so even if it's only $50 a month, you guys, as long as you get it early with a commitment to increase that $50 to a sustainable amount over time, if you're currently contributing to a 401k, if that business goes out of business and they take your 401k, what you gonna do, boo? What you gonna do, boo? The people were lined up outside that yellow trucking place. Remember when they took all those people's pensions and everything? They worked there for 30 years, you guys. All their pensions tied up, every freaking paycheck, not even taking the money home. It was going straight to their pension for the company, and the company money up. And all those people were just out. It wasn't under their control. Wasn't under their control. You want something that's under your control, right? We like control to get what I want. Now I'm all grown up. Woo! Okay. Yeah, I have tune reps. Okay. So you want it in your control. And part of your commitment is that you're going to do this like an automatic deposit thing. The same as you went to a 401k, but this is for your control, not for their control. This is for you, not for them. Even if your employer is matching shit, if they lost it all, they didn't lose. They still, you know, are going to get to tax write that off. But what do? You just get zero retirement, and I'm saying hi to you at the front of Walmart because now you have to work in your retirement golden years because it wasn't under your control, right? So number 4, I told you this was 4 steps. Energy alignment. Okay, so on this 8-8 portal, you're going to write down your intention on the paper, how much you want, what date, specific date you want it by, and why. Okay, and then you're going to visualize your future. Like right now, I'm visualizing what it feels like, the relief it feels to have $50,000 in my account surplus, and the smile on my face and the feeling in my heart I having that, and just like the weight lifted off my shoulders, and I'm walking nicer, and I'm a little freer. I got that little space right there freed up, and that space right there freed up, and I'm seeing how I can help my people in the community with some of it. You know what I'm saying? See the smile that came on my face with visualizing that? That's what you got to do. Okay? Visualize it. Feel yourself already having it. Feel it. Get into it. Get into it. If that's get into it, I don't know. Anyway, feel it. Make it make you happy. Right? Feel the gratitude right now. Even though it's going to be here by October 31st, 2025. I'm feeling it right now. Yay. And it's just a feeling that washes over you. Okay? I see me and my family taking a nice little staycation with some of it. Yeah, I see the other part going to their IULs. I see this, I see that. Okay? Okay? So now you're going to pair each monthly deposit with a moment of intentional gratitude. So every time that $50 comes out of your account, every time that $500 comes out of your account, every time that $1,000 comes out of your account, some people put their whole paycheck in their IUL because then they can access it on a tax-free, tax-advantage basis right now while they're living, if it's front-loaded high enough. Even though I told you the seed isn't to be stirred up, there are circumstances under which you can't access it soon. Like, let's say you were to get an inheritance. And you're like, oh, I don't want to fuck this inheritance off this time because other people have left you one. So you say to yourself, self, what can I do with this $250,000? For one, yourself should say diversify, okay? Because you don't want to put everything in one basket. Even the baskets I'm telling you about are great, but it's part of a diversification portfolio. So you have some in Robinhood, you have some in your IUL, you have some in your 401k, you have some wherever you have some, right? In your savings account, if you're into that. But I would say optimize every opportunity to compound any money just sitting around, okay? So when you pair each monthly deposit with a moment of gratitude, like I'm so thankful that I'm able to do this now so that I can leave an inheritance for my children's children's children, like it says in Proverbs 13:22, right? I'm so glad I can do this now because God promised me joy and abundance and a prosperous life. So glad that I can help God get that for me. I'm doing my part. God got the compound interest figured out for me. You see what I'm saying? Okay. Now, this is going to be a guided wealth activation while we wait for this chocolate cake to finish baking. What time are we on? We got some more time. It's coming out at 5. So now you're going to close your eyes. This is a really short visualization and affirmation that I'm going to lead you in really quickly. Okay? So close your eyes. See the number in your account 10 years from now. See the number in your account 10 years from now. Don't forget, I'm telling you to be crazy with it because the more astronomical out of touch, we're about to have a lot of trillionaires on our earth. There's about to be, you know, how NVIDIA just made like hundreds of millionaires from when they went public. There's so many opportunities in this world right now for you to like get yours. You know what I'm saying? So just make it a nice like 3 million, 5, 10 million, however much. Whatever number you're seeing, see it in your account 10 years from now. Okay? And like I was just doing in my moment, imagine the peace and the freedom that it's going to be bring. Imagine the burden lifted off your shoulders, knowing that if anything happens, if any emergency happens, you got it. If your kids want it, you got it. If your family need it, you got it. You know, if there was a natural disaster, you got it. Like, you know, whatever it is. Like, just imagine the peace of knowing that you got it in spite of whatever might even come. There's a peace that happens right there. Imagine the freedom from the choices that you have. Feel it in your body. Okay? Repeat this after me. I align my energy with infinite abundance. Okay? I align my energy with infinite abundance. There's a guy on the TikTok who's an etymologist, and I love him. I love etymology. That's how you get to like the meaning of the word and what it was really supposed to be. Because I believe that we're always talking spells, and we might have been bamboozled into what those words are meaning. And then we wonder, why is our life not like how it's supposed to be, even though we're saying all the words, you know? So anyway, so he was saying something like how blessed is really be less. And we're just walking around, oh, blessed and blessed and blessed. And he's like, instead of say that, we should say aligned. I'm aligned. And it's interesting that yet again in this affirmation, alignment is coming up as a reminding to me. So I align my energy with infinite abundance. I plant wealth seeds today. My money grows while I rest. I'm a magnet for prosperity. I attract abundance. My legacy is secure. Money loves me. Currency of all types flows to me easily. Okay? These are all great affirmations you can say while you're like visualizing you having exactly what you want, exactly what you deserve, exactly what you know you can have, because there's enough to go around, people. Right? So number 5. This is going to be the last part of the power compound interest that we're going to talk about. NicOlandria and Real Housewives of Miami. Okay. So now I'm encouraging all of my curvy crew, because that's what you are if you're in here with me, LRGA Curves. Okay. So I'm encouraging my whole curvy crew, whoever's hearing this in the replay, in the right now, in the later, in the hereafter, wherever. The friend sends this to you, whatever. I'm encouraging you to take action today. We just have 4 simple steps. 4 simple steps. How many stocks do you really have in stock? 1, 2, 3, 4 people. 4 simple steps. Okay? So take some action today towards your financial goal, whether it's your intention setting, whether it's your visualization, whether it's writing down your number and the date with your why. That's a really big one. A lot of us, you might encounter what many people encounter. This is part of what I do for my business partners too. This is something we have to do. You have to literally write down your why. And it takes people time to write down their why. Like there's a lot of abundance blockers that come up immediately when you start thinking about abundance. You know, there's sometimes it might take you a minute to like really get to your why. And if your why is because you need some money and you're tired of stressing, that's a perfect why, you guys. Your why doesn't have to be freaking elaborate. It doesn't have to make freaking blue jays pop out of your ass and spin around your head while you're sprinkling fairy dust. Your why could be because I don't want to be stressed out about money anymore. I want to be able to leave my kids something. I want to be able to do what I want when I feel like doing it. I want to be able to go where I want to go when I feel like going. Okay? If I want it, I got it. Okay? Because when you started from the bottom and you're here, and you started from the bottom and the whole team is fucking here because there's enough to go around. Okay? So number 2, I invite you to commit and comment what your wealth intention is with the hashtag 88 Wealth Portal. Put it in the chat for me. Interact, tap the screen, touch the screen, don't cost a thing, all that stuff. Hashtag Wealth Portal. Hashtag Wealth Portal. Okay? And go on all your social medias and do hashtag Wealth Portal. You can add me. That's cool. Because we're starting a movement, a wealth movement. Free your mind and your wealth will follow. Okay? Now, so there are compound interest calculators that you can Google, and so you can see like why having your money just sitting in your Wells Fargo account at 0.000000001% might not be as good for your dollar if you're trying to make money while you're asleep, as if you took that same money that's just sitting in Wells Fargo and you put that same money over to they want to make sure I'm real over here. And you put that same money over to your IUL, the indexed account, a Roth IRA, IUL, something like that, fixed index annuity. Some of them let you add as you go now, because I'm telling you, there are so many hybrids. So, yeah. Hey, Pelliver. Yeah, I'm making a chocolate chip zucchini cake with black cocoa. Yes, it smells so good in here. And now we're going to get to this watermelon refresher because we got about 15 minutes left on this cake, it says. See how it comes out. Yeah, it said 350 for 45 minutes. So we got 15 minutes left on that. Okay, so now, if you've done the energy work, you've done it right now. We just did some energy work, okay? We set intentions, we visualized, we thought about vehicles, so the possibilities, obviously, and we know that it can be done, right? So now you're going to let your money do your work. We'll do its work by choosing the right vehicle and stashing it away over there. And that's how Dream turns into bank statements, you guys. Now, if you want, you guys can DM me at the larger life. Oh no, at largerlife@gmail.com. LRGALIFE@gmail.com if you want more information. And even if you're out of California, I have business partners everywhere. We're global and we're always recruiting business partners. So if you want to have an opportunity to get $50,000 by helping people move their money, then you can DM me about that too, whatever state you're in. I'm always looking for like minds, entrepreneurial minds who want to help educate the people on the powers of compound interest and the vehicles in which it resides. Okay? So, yes. Yes. Uh, okay. So, that was the compound interest. How'd you guys like that little chat while we were baking the cake? So now I have this watermelon. We're going to do a little refresher while we wait for the cake because it's hot in here and I haven't done this refresher yet. For the refresher, we have some ginger. We have this fat Georgia this fat Georgia rattlesnake watermelon and some limones. Okay. When it feels like the world is on your shoulders and all of the madness has got you going crazy, it's time to get out, step out into the street, where all of the action is right there at your feet. Well, I know a place where we can dance the whole night away underneath the electric stars. Come go with me and we can take it to a brighter place. You'll be doing fine once the music starts. Oh, to the beat of the rhythm of the night. Damn, it's fucking water. They fooled me. I mean, I should have been able to tell because it's not super green. Don't you hate when you get your yellow patch home and it turned white, which is why it looks strawberry colored inside? Now it is a seeded watermelon, so I'm gonna see, just make sure the inside isn't spider webs, and I'll still enjoy it. I like my watermelon bright red, but we're just gonna take what we get. So I'm putting the watermelon in here and the seeds. Watermelon seeds are excellent source of stuff, you guys. Don't be afraid of your watermelon seeds. I only get seeded watermelons mostly. Well, no, the personal ones that have been super sweet this year with perfect red must be genetically modified. So I'm putting this watermelon in here. And yeah. Okay, now that's closed. I'll put that right there. Now I'm going to get my cutting board back out. Just getting that zucchini off. Even though zucchini wouldn't be bad in it. Perfect. So now I'm going to get this ginger. Now I use organic ginger. I wish we had smell-o-vision so you could smell how delicious organic ginger is. And in the store, it just smells so good also. So I'm going to cut off the dry bits. Organic ginger is typically much smaller than the other ginger. And I take the skin off the ginger even though it says organic again because I like pesticides. So I just cut off the outer outer layer a lot on fruits and vegetables because of the games they play with our nutrition. Just my little way of protecting me and my family. Okay, I'm gonna drop this ginger in here. Nice big hunk, because this is just 1 cup of refresher. So put that ginger in there. I like a lot of ginger. And now I'm gonna get this lemon. Give it a roll on the table. Okay, so I have a thing that I just created for us. Okay, so now let's talk about Real Housewives of Miami while I make this nice, refreshing, tropical-ish. Well, I don't know. Yeah, watermelons are tropical, aren't they? Are watermelons tropical? Let me rinse this off. I'm that black. I be rinsing stuff off before I use it in my own house. Okay, let's see. So you put this in here like this. Squeeze that juice in there. Watermelon refresher. Now, believe it or not, I don't have any alcohol to go in this because your girl hasn't been drinking for like the last 2-3 years. Her husband, I just stopped. It was making me tired instead of buzzed. Who wants to waste their freaking drink sleeping? That's not a good feeling. That's not a good sleep. Spinning sleep. So, okay, Real Housewives of Miami, you guys. It has been 9 episodes, 10 episodes of them abusing Gertie. And I've been calling Alexia's new name because she's just given the ick, is Ick Lexia. Mirasol's new name because she's given Solis is Mirasolis. So Icklexia and Mirasolis and their campaign against Gertie because they're really mad at Nicole. Well, they're probably mad at Gertie too because Gertie garners attention. She doesn't suck energy out of a room, but she does garner attention. So that's the juice of a lemon. And I still got room, I think. So I'm going to add some more watermelon. Yes. Take it from the lid right here. And if you guys make a lid on your watermelon, it keeps it fresh longer, you guys. Way longer. Yeah. Okay. So now I'm going to put this in here and chop the bottom a little so it can fall a little, even though that's what the blender is for. Okay, you guys. So this is what it's going to look like. And it's lemon, ginger. You can see the ginger right there. Lemon and watermelon. Now I'm going to go mix it. And we have 6 minutes left on this cake. Perfect timing. Okay. When it feels like the world is on your shoulders, and I love the madness. As I'm going crazy, it's time to get it out. Step out into the street. That song's on my mind. I tell you, it's on repeat. It's the latest wormhole that is in my mind, and I can't stop singing it all day. Just ask my husband, ask my kids if it's true. They'll tell you that they need me to go away. Hey, to the beat of the rhythm of the night, and dance until the morning light. Woo! That was a whole moment, you guys. Welcome to my moment. So this has been fun. We got that portal out of the way. The Real Housewives of Miami seating chart is whack. I've been talking about how I feel like the powers that be. Cheers. I've been feeling like the powers that be over at NBC, Universal, or whoever's over there making the decision is full on in a psyop. They want to elicit responses all the time, and they be working on a program. Mm-hmm. Oh my God. So good. Oh my God. I wish you guys could taste this. The bite of the ginger, the freshness of the lemon with the sweetness of this freaking watermelon. A little more chili. I'm going to shake it like this. So that was a watermelon refresher. We're about to pull this cake out. Okay, Real Housewives of Miami. Have you guys seen this eating chart? Have you guys seen the seating chart for Real Housewives of Miami? Isn't it whack? Whack alert, whack alert. I'm like, why is Lexia in the first chair? Why is Larsa's facelift before Gertie? Why? I don't understand. Those ladies didn't have more going on than Gertie. Gertie's got attacked by all these Karens for the entire season. It's been 9 episodes of vicious attacks and assault on Gertie. And she's almost at the end of the fucking couch. And Lexia and her tired, regurgitated storyline about Frankie and needing to find housing when after she's dead, and Peter being the only option, and Todd on again, off again. It's such a fake storyline. I don't feel like they should reward fake ass storylines with first chairs at reunions. It's ridiculous. But they always, in true Bravo fashion, little hairs of the ginger. The next batch I'm going to strain through. But I just wanted to drink this now because I love it. So, yeah, I don't think that Lexia deserves first chair, and especially not Larsa's fakeness. And Lisa, she's arguing with Larsa. I don't feel like that should go before Gertie. Julia needs to be in first chair to answer for all the fucking lies against Gertie. Why is she way over there acting like it's nothing to see here? It's not a problem that you assaulted this black woman at work and then lied on her for what's going to be beyond 10 episodes now. Because she hasn't apologized for lying yet. So she's still lying. She's still actively pushing the narrative that she's somehow a victim and Gertie did something to her before this and before the reunion for the season 6. So almost 2 years in 2023. We're in 25. And in 2023, she's making up lies from 2023. And it's just a lot. Oh, it's 102 degrees outside. Yeah, I have this oven on 350. Oh, look, Joanne is here. Thanks for coming. What? Masherie, no way. I'd pick testing. Yeah, no, we're not picking on nobody. Allegedly, Bravo is pushing them all a whole new cast and giving them screeners anymore. Castmates done the same thing. They're targeting Gertie. It's fucked up. Yep, Mamere. I love you guys. Thanks. A sickness cucumber mixed hydration in Oprah voice. Larja, get this bullshit. Allegedly, Gertie is in trouble for leaking screeners. Yeah, no, it's fake. It's lies. She's like, name them. Name them. Gertie posted, name them. Name them. When OK Magazine reported on that. And OK Magazine must have Julia's back. Why would they allege that? I don't even see that for a possibility. For Gertie isn't attention hungry like that. Okay. It's been 45 minutes, you guys. Now, when the lady cut it, she's better be good, guys. Oh, yeah, the knife. You know how to test if the cakes are ready. If the knife is clean, you guys. You don't want no juicy knife. This cake rack. So I can show you guys our finished product. My oven mitt. Turn this oven off. Ooh. Look at that black. Isn't that beautiful? See those chocolate chips peeking through? Okay. So we have our black cocoa chocolate cake. And the lady on the thing, she doesn't wait for it to cool because she said she's a hot cake piggy. She wanted to see if anybody else would be a hot cake piggy with her. Like, please tell me some other hot cake piggies exist. And I'm not necessarily a hot cake piggy. I don't even like chocolate cake, you guys. I just this family likes chocolate cake. They eat anything I cook pretty much. But I saw this recipe and I wanted to get it for them. So let's make it a nice cut. Oh, it smells good, huh, husband? Mm-hmm. And I'll hold it on this side. Now, the lady said that doesn't need icing or anything. Kind of brownie-ish. You know, at my house, everything is black, including the silverware and the dishes, you guys. Can't even see the fork on there, huh? It's just black. Okay, now we're gonna go let husband and them taste it. I'll be right back. Please be good. Okay, try this. He went to the store. Oh. Zion, Zari! Zion, Zari! right? Is it okay, husband? It's all right. Okay, guys. So far we're getting some pretty positive feedback from the taste testers. This is what it's looking like inside. Look at that. Oh my God. It's like so freaking melty. And between the chocolate chips melting and the tenderness of the zucchini, so freaking good. So yeah, this chocolate cake, I told you guys, for those of you who are just coming in, this chocolate cake recipe is actually zucchini is included. We had 3 cups of flour, 1 cup of cocoa, 1 cup of white sugar, 1 cup of brown sugar, 3/4 cup of oil, but I use half a cup of butter, 1/4 cup of oil, vanilla paste, baking powder. Is that it? Oh, and milk. 1.5 cups of milk. Yeah. Watermelon, baby. Yes, it's so good. I want to try to make, I saw a recipe for watermelon pudding. They said it was Sicilian watermelon pudding. Hope for the lemon. Palaver says, let's get into RHOM, por favor. Okay, yeah. So, Real Housewives of Miami, man, that is, I'm gonna sit down finally, you guys. That is some triggering stuff. Real Housewives of Miami, that's very triggering. And the way that Marisol's ass, Marisolis, had the audacity to sit Gertie down and be like, we heard you use the word. Well, what did I say? You used the word cult. Bitch, yeah, I used the word cult, and that's what you acted like. There's a hive mind happening in Miami. I don't know if it's from the Botox or the fillers that all these bitches are thinking the same. But Gertie doesn't get Botox and fillers, so no wonder she's on an island by herself. Right? And it's very disgusting the way that they just keep piling on Gertie. And then for her to have endured so much abuse and end up at the end of the couch, Mirasolis and Lexia are ahead of her on the couch. I just can't. And then Adriana is the freaking MVP of the season. She needs a bonus for keeping her foot on these bitches' neck. And they always play Adriana off and put her at the end of the couch like she's Drew Sidora. Did the most, and they would pay her by putting her at the end of the couch. Yeah. Oh, Daddy, what's this? Black Dynamite. Black Dynamite, nice. So, what do you guys think of Real Housewives of Miami? Is it right that Lexia and Marisolis pile on Gertie on behalf of Julia's betrayal? And who do you guys think? Put it in the comments. Who do you guys think should have got first chair for Real Housewives of Miami? Put it in the comments. Daddy, is the cake delicious? Yeah, it's good. Good. Now my son wants me to put a glaze on it. So let me get cracking. I'll just put like a powdered sugar glaze on here real quick, you guys. Let me scooch my other ingredients out of the way. Because son said he wants a drizzle he shall have. You know? Drizzle he shall have. Move all this stuff out of the way. Grab some powdered sugar. And a little, we'll use whipping cream. Powdered sugar whipping cream. Yeah. I be buying things in bulk. Powdered sugar. Get a little bowl to make a drizzle. So yeah, you guys put it in the comments. What do you think the seating chart should have been? Or is there nothing to see here, folks? Let's see. Since all I heard about was Gertie, it had to be her in first chair. That's what I'm saying, Joanne. Yulia should be careful. You piss off Adriana and she'll spill all your stuff. Look at cultist Alexia's husband. And Adriana already told us that Julia didn't even finish high school with a Russian bought ass. She's a whole Russian escort who didn't finish high school, you guys. Why is cult so offensive? Because it seems to me that what's offensive to the ladies of Miami is the truth. That's what offends them. Lies, they laugh at. Assaults, they find entertaining. But hit them with a good dose of the truth and they're like, oh, well, I'm offended at this. Really, bitch? Really? That's what you're offended at? That I proved your friend a liar and used a word in an English dictionary that obviously you don't understand, because I beg for you guys to get on your devices and Google what the word cult means. And it means literally when all the people have the same thought. Okay? All the people. Let's see. So, yeah, so much about Julia that's dark and I don't trust. She's not a good person. Very dark. Like underworld dark. Allegedly. And then can somebody tell me why her kids really don't want to talk to her? So she gets these two little black boys and now her white daughters don't want anything to do with them. Like, usually, especially daughters, are very happy about additions to the family, usually, at least in my experience. So why not see your two little brothers who have nothing to do with their geriatric mothers? If anything, if the girls are so upset with something that moms did, then why aren't they protecting these kids? So for this icing, I'm just going to do some powdered sugar and some milk. And just whisk that around. Now I'm going to add some vanilla paste. I'm making some vanilla paste for it, son. I need some icing. I'm live over here. You can put her. You can do that part because my hands are here. I'm always very generous with vanilla, you guys. So now I'm going to whisk this some more. And then I'm going to add a little more milk. Well, whipping cream. Maybe right there. Let's see what happens. I just wanted to get drizzle ready. Okay, so this is what it looks like. See, that's going to be a nice drizzle. See? That's going to drizzle nice. Look, you can see the vanilla flicks in there. Okay. It does stick a little bit. That lady, well, she used to, this is Pyrex. Yeah, it's very brownie-like, you guys. So I'm just going to drizzle this. All over. Crazy style. Junior, taste this for me. I was looking for you.
I had to get some cookies because the smell of the cookies was making me want some cookies.
Really?
So I got some chocolate chip cookies.
Son said it needed dressing. Oh, just get a I don't know, get a plate maybe?
I'll just use this.
Take your time. Yeah. Show him real quick in the camera what the drizzle looks like.
It's like something you would put on the Hostess cupcake. Cinnamon roll almost. I'm going to give it a try right now.
Is it crazy good? It's hot. I'm sorry. It's very hot, huh? Oh my God, he's not talking, you guys. I think it might be good. Can you believe it has zucchini in it?
All the chocolate had my mouth stuck. I couldn't talk.
Can you believe it has zucchini in it though?
Don't taste it at all.
Not at all, huh?
Vegan cake.
Yep. There's no eggs, but it does have a cup and a half of milk. But you guys could probably use some almond milk in it. Delicious. Way better than the condensed milk cake. Kind of totally opposite. The condensed milk cake was hella dry. This one is hella juicy. What do you guys feel about Alexia keep on getting first chair, you guys? It's kind of like over in Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, how Kyle doesn't do nothing and she still gets first chair because she did something one year. She used to be a real good housewife. She used to share her family and stuff. Well, a version of her family. It turns out all of it was so juicy and delicious. That's Junior, you guys.
Nice cold milk.
Cup of milk. There's a little milk left. I had to use a lot of it in the cake. Damn, while you were at Bel Air, we should have had you get some more milk. That's all the lady had with it was milk.
I looked at it too. I was the exact same one.
Oh, the icing is so yummy. So are you guys putting in the chat who should have sat where? And are you okay with Ixlexia behavior? Are you okay with Marisolis's behavior? I mean, Julia aside. Julia aside. We should have known Julia was Julia when she came on and she started turning on Adriana to wear those other two demons as ass helmets last season. But this year, she's really completely just crossed over to the dark side. And for what? Those ladies are using her. And the spy can't even tell. That's what happens when you've been a spy for so long. You can't tell when somebody's being a spy to you. Okay? Let me come over there and see these comments. I made the icing. Yeah, it sounds like it, huh? The elderly white MAGA adopted 2 sweet little black babies. I'm like wondering what, that's not a good scenario to me. Look, does Trump know? He gonna make him give them back because he's anti-DEI. He's gonna be like, that's a DEI adoption. You need to give those babies back. That was a DEI adoption. You can't come to Mar-a-Lago anymore. Damn Nabatinas, Julias, right? Saw how Julia gets angry. She gets unhinged and violent. Yeah, that part. I don't want to be mean, but Julia is using those babies as a prop. She is. Look, she's attacking and abusing and assaulting black women. You can't possibly really like black if you're attacking the source of black. But you can use it. You can let it get old enough that you can let its melanin blood. I don't know if that's true or not, y'all. Don't go repeating nothing. But I also sometimes I feel like these older vampires are harvesting these young black people in freaking vulnerable situations. It's speculative. It could, hey, there's worse that's happened. It could totally be a possibility that you want to adopt babies from other countries that are black because there's nobody who's going to hold you accountable. All those kids were just found in an attic in a freaking basement in Alabama. Insert city here. Kids under floorboards everywhere, getting abused. It's horrible. Yeah. I see a lot of black adoptees telling their stories. It's horrific. Horrific, the things that these black kids have to go through at the hands of these Nazi parents. Yes. Not okay. Yes, Larger, the truth is offensive to this cult, Rose. Yep. You're going to lose your bladder. Be careful. Julia's daughters know something. That's what I'm saying. I feel like if they, whatever they know, they're not doing these 2 little innocent black kids any service by covering it up and just not coming around. They need to go check on those kids. They need to go check. Okay, you guys, we're right at 1.5 hours. Oh, the other part I wanted to talk to us about is NicOlandria. So remember on Love Island, USA, you want another piece, Daddy? Look, Daddy came for another piece, you guys. Husband, it's okay with husband. Okay, this is the standard. This is approved. This is cake approved, you guys. If my guys are eating this cake chock full of zucchini, then your guys will too. I'm gonna give husband an extra drizzle. Here you go, Daddy. I love him. So there are countries, there are countless TikTok videos on Black and Asian adoptees. It's heartbreaking. Heartbreaking, whether it's their lack of identity on their ethnic side or the brazen opposition to their ethnic side by their white adoptee parents. And they have to like put a wall up like, oh, they're not talking about me. You know? It's crazy, crazy. So you guys, NicOlandria. So on Love Island, remember when NicOlandria was on Love Island and Olandria said her lipstick combination for it was the cocoa, and then she has like a light thing, and then she does a gloss, and that all the products were NYX. And so ever since they left the island, the NicOlandria stands or the Freako Nicos, as we whatever you call us, insert name here, but we stand for them. We're like ship that relationship. It's a good one. Anyway, so with a lot of fan pages have been like tagging Nyx in their videos saying you need to do a collab now. And so, because actually they did a thing and said their sales for that color combination actually went up after she said it. So many people went to the store, like influencers, beauty influencers would go to the store and they would go get this lipstick combination, right? So they were like, oh, Landria needs to get in on this. She's like helping you guys sell this stuff. So last night, NicOlandria and Nick, they post all their stuff on each other's page. They posted that Nyx sent over a cake. They were at the Nyx headquarters, you guys, the cosmetic place Nyx. And they were doing a spread for the Nyx. I think I can show you. No, I can't show you guys here. Darn. But I'll post it later. And it's really cool. So dreams do come true. And then when she was at the island, she said she wanted to be a model. She's been modeling. She's now a cover girl for Nyx. They were at the Vanity Fair Young Hollywood party last night. I'm telling you, it's looking like good things are happening for our girl Olandria. Okay. And then yeah, the hood rap made the news again. Huda made the news again because allegedly she kicked this guy out, but he was saying he didn't get kicked out. And all the body language experts were like, oh, well, you just don't know how to read bodies because you definitely got kicked out, bruh. So I don't know. I don't really care about it, but they said that happened. And what else happened? That's pretty much it. Wherever you guys are, remember there's enough to go around. Go ahead and smash that like button, smash the subscribe button here on my YouTube, and ring my bell. Ring my bell so you can get notified next time I upload videos and become part of the beautiful curvy community. And we're growing over here in the YouTube streets. And for my TikTokers, for my TikToks, for my ticky tock, don't stop. Go ahead and follow me over here. Follow the link in my bio. It'll show you where I can also be, and follow me over here to the YouTubes, and I'm about to get a Snapchat. Maybe they said Snapchat does things, so maybe I'll check that out. But I'm LRGA Curves everywhere. Thanks for coming through. And yes, to Olandria, she is Olandria is everything. Okay. And Nick is turning out to be quite the freaking leprechaun of luckiness for her. Okay. And the era, Sierra 404 is what they call her. She did in the island. Olandria was smelling so good. And then in one of the first lives that her and Nick did together off the island, when they were all in that Airbnb house, they were on a live, and Nick was like, what perfume do you wear? She's like, oh, I wear this, and I wear Burberry Her. So then Sierra, or 404 as we like to call her, because 404 pops up on your computer whenever there's an error message. So 404 said that she did a whole thing for it. She has Burberry Her in her hand, and she says, oh, one of the people in the villa wore this, and this was on a restock, so I decided to get it and see how it smells. But she said specifically one of the people, and she knows for a fact it was Olandria, who Nick now goes out with, who she was going out with, except for that she got kicked out for using an Asian slur as a freaking adjective on why she gets Botox on her eyes to open them. And she thinks she deserves closure after getting whisked away by production for being a freaking racist. But now she needs closure. I'm like, did Bella get closure, bitch? When you came in as a bombshell, 404, and said that you was going to get your man Nick, and if I can take him, he's not yours. And then you get whisked away off the island because you're a racist, so you're no longer a participant. Therefore, Nick is not yours anymore. So what you need closure for? And plus, when you guys did do the whole closed off thing, I was a new islander. I was like, the fuck is closed off? Does that mean you're steady now, going together? Are you boyfriend, girlfriend? What? No, it doesn't mean any of that, you guys. It just happens to be 2 words, closed off, and it doesn't mean shit. That doesn't mean that I can't talk to other people. That doesn't mean I can't still explore. That doesn't mean that when we leave here, I'm your boyfriend, you're my girlfriend. It doesn't mean that. And they said that very clearly in that episode when they were like, oh, we're closed off, but we're not boyfriend and girlfriend. We're not living together, none of that. So I'm just like confused on why 404 would love some freaking closure. Now, as a woman, I can see if I mounted somebody on national TV and I didn't even get to have an exit conversation, I might think I need closure. But hey, if I mounted somebody on TV, whatever happens after that, I get. Okay, because it's not OnlyFans. That's not the content. Okay. So anyway, that was a little rant. It took us to an hour and 45 minutes. Smash everything, like everything, follow everything, subscribe everywhere. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Oh yeah, make this cake. Peace.